All right, so I just wanted to talk to you first off about when you're able to kind of set the sort of physical tone to start games, how much does that matter to the kind of overall way a game plays out, you think?
It matters a lot for me and also for my teammates. Kind of seeing like me getting in there, getting deep position shows that like guys like Travion and Caleb shows them they can do it too. It also means a lot for me being able to establish deep presence early, deep post touches early, dominate the paint early. It shows me that I can do it for the rest of the game as well. So it's really, it's like a double-edged sword. That's the word.
It seems like, that you guys get off to good offensive starts, and thus you get off to good starts in general when you have the post established right away. Does that put any extra kind of pressure on you to start games? Do you feel like you're kind of responsible for that sort of part of the game?
Not necessarily. I feel like I almost accept my role is to dominate the post, so I know that I'm supposed to do that every single time I go out on the floor. So it doesn't put any pressure on me. I know that obviously if I do that early, I'm going to have a good start early. But at the same time, there's been times where I haven't starting off well in the post. My teammates have picked me up on that first shift. So it can go both ways. I don't think it puts any really pressure on me.
Have you kind of come to grips with the way you're going to be officiated sometimes, or does that frustrate you at all over time?
It frustrates me a little bit sometimes. Obviously, the refs are trying their best. No knock against them. They're not trying to influence the outcome of the game at all. They're just calling what they see. Sometimes they don't see some things. Sometimes they see certain things. But it's no knock against them. The refs are trying their best, but it does frustrate me a little bit sometimes.
What's the worst thing somebody's done to you this year, trying to stop you?
Everything. It's been the knee up the butt. Coach B probably does the worst things in practice. He gets up some weird things in practice, but in the games, really just like two-hand push in the back, to get out of position, stuff of that nature. Really hard fouls. Not like anyone's out there to like try to hurt each other, but they're just trying to get me out of the post any way they can.
Does it take a certain level of mental strength to be able to overcome everything that's getting thrown at you? And have you grown as a player that way from last year?
Yeah, I think it does for sure. It's hard to. You can get frustrated with the refs easily. Anyone can. Anyone can always feel like the refs are like calling against them. I think every fan base never feels happy with the refs, whether you're winning or losing. But at the same time, you can't let it like affect you. It affects your game, or else that's kind of like a double negative almost. If they say you think they missed a call, and then because of that, on the other defensive end, you foul someone hard, or you think that you didn't foul someone, so on the other end of the floor, you get an offensive foul, something like that. You can't let that happen. You have to keep your composure, and I think I learned that. It's not like I've been tall just now. Like I've been tall my life. I got some too tall penalties in hockey when I was young, so just having learned through those moments as a kid growing up, that kind of like I'm going to be officiated a little different, and I just deal with it.
Yeah. Matt said he thought maybe you weren't keeping your hand under the ball as much on the foul shots. Have you diagnosed anything here the last couple of games or weeks?
Yeah, I've just been constantly working on my shot, making sure I get my reps up, more reps than I usually do. Staying after practice to shoot like form shots, to shoot free throws, stuff like that. Just keep working through it. Obviously, the coaches here, they're going to help me. They're going to point out little flaws I have, and just try to work on those and make it more consistent in the game.
You've shown you can be really good. Obviously, last year, I think everybody marveled at your stroke. Hey, I think Minnesota recruited you?
We did.
Right? Did you take a visit there?
They were my first D1 offer. Obviously, I played with Mark. I played in the same kind of AAU program that he did. So my AAU coach had a connection to Minnesota. They came down, they watched a few games, and they offered me my first summer that I started playing. But I never really took an official visit or anything like that. I think they might have came to my house one time, but I don't know. I feel like the interest really was there from them. They were kind of just going through the motions. So
I got you.